Let's take a look at the preamble. Actually, let's not. Let's take a look at the grid. Okay, that shouldn't be there. That was just me testing font sizes. Okay. Interesting. It's got a coffee table underneath it, because it's the only way I can fit all the furniture in the room. This puzzle brings together a certain family, which I'm immediately suspecting is the Addams family, but it probably won't be, which will occupy all the squares in the grid that are divided by slanted lines. Each of these squares accommodates 2 letters, and I've just remembered something I was going to do, but I will do that in a second. One from an across entry, which should be entered below the slanting line, and one from a down entry, which should be entered above it. Some divided squares receive only 1 letter from a clue answer, either going across or down the missing letters, which must be deduced to complete the family, and when read column by column, left to right and top to bottom, also identify it. Starting squares are indicated by their letter coordinates. If bars were shown, they would form a pattern that would be the same when rotated 180 degrees. 9 clues are capitalised. All others include 2 colloquialisms, a combining form, and a common French word. Take your bets now. What do you think the common French word is? I'm going to say... common French word. Like, bon. That's my guess. Bon. We've got a oui. We've gone Simpsons. We've got Sensei just... Oh, no. The dog has finally shut up. The neighbour's dog, who... I think it has separation anxiety. When no one is around, it just doesn't stop barking. So I've had at least 3 hours of it today, and it's going to result in a murder if it goes on for much longer. I do need to talk to them about it. I mean, what can you do other than, ask it to stop? And then it does, and then you go away and it starts again. So anyway, need to talk to them about that, because they do know, but I don't think they know that it's been going on for 3 hours today. So anyway, so we've got Je sa frontière, Pamplemousse, frère. So true, Sensei. So true. We have basically we're not told. So let's go all the clues. We're told where they start. We're also told how long they are, but of course, I guess some of them. We'll also have to put bars in, but these ones, these squares can have 2 letters. The down goes on top. I'm going to just make a note of that where you can't see it. Down on top, across is under. Allow me to first go all the clues, and then we will hopefully solve this in a record amount of time. Merci. Mercy's a good shout, Meredith. We will see. I'm hoping for bon. AL. So it starts in AL and is across and is 4 letters. Anti-terrorist team hit quickly. Yep, okay, I'm happy with that. Anti-terrorist team hit quickly. I love the French language. I love how it sounds. Catus has this. Of course, it is. Oh, goodness, excuse me. It is rather warm here in the southeastern part of the UK. So, what drink am I having? A nice, steaming hot cup of coffee. Bonjour, says Alchemist. Oh, it could be bonjour or au revoir, but it was a French word rather than 2 French words. So bonjour's a good shout as well. Go for it, Aqua. Go for it, Catus. It's a double definition, this one. It is an anti-terrorist team, and it is also meaning to hit quickly. If you hit a fly quickly, you swat it. Absolutely. What time is it? It is 8:10. And then we will get a line at the end of it, I guess, because... no, that's Phil. Where's the lines? There's the lines. Oh, so I want a line at the end of it. And then draw it. Stop it. And being immensely dense. There we go. And thus we also know that there's going to be one there. A heap of mulch, and this is starting at AP, and it's going to be 6 letters long. Spread around yard. A heap of mulch spread around Yard. I almost had an answer, but it was 5 letters. So it's wrong. I think it's an anagram of mulch around the Y for yard. And I wanted it to be clump. But it isn't. Lump. A heap of. A mound. Mulch spread around yard. Right, I'm going to get my pen and paper out for the anagram. Chumley. Is that a word? Chumley? But it's spread around yard, so the Y... Is there such a thing as that? Is it? Is that a thing? Word not found. Right. No, that's not a thing. So, I'm not sure of that. I'm going to come back to that one. BL. Let's go on either side of lodge with a brownish colour. Let's go on either side of lodge with a brownish colour. Either side of lodge is probably L and E, probably the first and last letters. A brownish colour. Tan. Beige. I've just realised I haven't shut my windows either. That they are open a smidge, but not properly open, obviously, to keep the hot air out. But you will be able to hear traffic noises today. Isn't that exciting? Either side of lodge feels like it's a... Let's go! Either side of lodge with A could be A, brownish colour. Lee beige. Lee tan. Lee ecru. Okay, kind of come back to that one. BU. What hungry chickens do with part of a bushel? Okay, yes, that's fine. What hungry chickens do with part of a bushel? We've not even started at GM, really. Go for it, Catus Hollow Sean. Anyone who's got it can go for it in the chat. This is a double definition. What do chickens do? They don't even have to be hungry. I think they like to just do this. They like to peck. They like to... Why did I type peach? How weird. So this has to go. So the across... So this starts BU. The acrosses go on the underneath of this square. PECK. And I guess we've got to put a line before it because... otherwise it wouldn't make sense. So we're going to put one here, and we're also going to put one here. Oh, and there. Ha! Okay. Punk Cut Ray, a worker at an insurance company. Yep, that's fine. Please be careful when saying this clue out loud. Punk Cut Ray, a worker at an insurance company. I am hungry, Meredith. I'm always hungry. I do have snacks sitting here in front of me in case I get peckish midstream. Is there an official not helping Dan mode? And is there also an unofficial not helping Dan mode? Not sure which of those two I've encountered more. Go for it. This is an anagram. I'm assuming punk is your anagram indicator, which I guess if you punk something, you mess it around, that sort of thing. So it's an anagram of cut, ray, A. Absolutely. It is actuary. Who insures the insurers? An actuarist does. So CLA, C goes underneath T, U goes underneath A, R, Y. Okay, I can put more lines in. Why have we not been given the lines? Maybe it was just to make the grid look, to emphasise the diagonals more, maybe? Because we're told where they start. We've not been told to bend the lines, or bend the things anywhere. Okay, well anyway, so this has got to go here, third line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it's got to go here. Dope. Darn it. Come on. There we go. Okay, looking at the next... I may regret putting a line in. Oh, okay. So CT. Yeah, that's fine. Just means there's a line here as well. Crazy Rod is back as a starter. Crazy Rod is back as a starter. Starter. Hors d'oeuvre or something like that. Crazy Rod, anagram of Rod, is back. SI for is, literally back. So Drossy. Ordsy. Oh, that's true. That's true. I'd entirely forgotten that some squares are missing a letter. Okay, based on that, woo. Yes. Let's undo putting the lines in. Then I'm going to keep the letters in, but I'm going to remove the lines. So be with me, be with you in a second. So that is no. So sorry. It's the heat. It's the heat. You're gone. You're gone. Gone. Okay. Crazy Rod is back as a starter. Not spotting this one. Oh, we do need the bars, but we just don't know where the bars are. Sean has this one. Crazy Rod is back as a starter. Are we thinking food for this one? Is the answer a piece of food? Is it Drossy? It probably is not. I'm going to come back to that one. I don't know whether you meant humidity there, GM, but I prefer humility. I prefer that. That's good. DL, standard article for Invader of England. Okay, yes, this is fine. Yes, got this one. Standard article for Invader of England. 6 letters. A few of you are guessing it. Hollow, Sean, Arch. Go for it. Go for it. The definition is Invader of England. And the standard is a norm. And an is an article. So it's a Norman. I'm liking some of these. Norman. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in, knowing full well that I can shift them about by a letter or 2 or 3 if I need to. DS. Sister embraces business grad with pride in Africa. Sister. So it's going to be something to do with lions, probably. Sister's probably a nun. Business grad. Is that going to be an MBA or an MA? Sister, nun, with MBA. Mumbai's not in Africa, it's in a numban. What about a wombat? That's got MBA in it, but why would a sister be a wom? Norman. It's one of my favourite parts of Cheers. His one-liners as he walks past the bar. What's up, Norm? Price of gas, you know, all that sort of thing. Oh, it would be what for wombat, that is true. Or a numbat. But then would a sister be a nut? A pride in Africa. Ah, dear. Dog's back. The dog has started again. So is it? What's the first letter, please, for those of you who've got it? Simba is a lion's name. Oh, so Simba's. Clever. If it is... But Arch says it starts with N. That was a... So it is Simba's. Okay. Because Simba means lion. That's why it was called Simba. So we're going to do that. I-M-B-A-S. Playing handle. I took a breath. Playing handle. I took a breath. Okay, I've got that. Give that a few seconds. It's going to start here. What I wanted to do was for these, align them to the left. Yeah. These align to the left. I'll get on it. Okay. Go for it in the chat then, EP. Playing handle, I took a breath. The definition is took a breath. Playing is your anagram indicator. It is an anagram of inhaled. Handle I is your anagram fodder. And so it starts here. Inhaled. Okay. It may not end there. Again, I'm just putting it in so that we can then start moving things around as needed. FL, rouse a woman with a male doll. Rouse a woman with a male doll. Have you done this before, JM? So the only doll I can think of immediately is a Barbie, and like sort of Barb could be a woman, but then a male isn't coming out. Rouse, waken with a male, so I think that's going to be like AM at the end. So AM, and then a doll could be a GI. A male doll. What do you call a male doll? It could be Ken. Ah, there you go. It is Ken, isn't it? Yeah. There's an extra... Oh, A's. There's one A's. There's two A's in this one. Excellent. Okay. Shut up, you stupid dog. You've done all the Hexatlantics and Wall Street Journals. Blimey. That is a lot. Well, I intersperse hexes with a different source of variety cryptics, so you won't have done next week's. Am I here next week? Yes, I am. Go for it. A's are A's, or as are R. Go for it, FL, go for it. So, rouse is the definition. A is A. Woman is W. Why is woman W? Is that just in genealogy, like birth certificates and things? It always is, but I just don't know why it is. And then it's another A. And then male doll is Ken, as in Ken and Barbie. And we get awaken, FL, FFFFL. So we're going to go for awake. Oh, I'm dribbling. Awaken, FS is the next one. I guess. Reviewed show about right and left spirals. Yep, happy with this one. I'll go quickly on this one. This one is walls, or whirls, but with a W, with an O instead of an I. It is an anagram of show, S-H-O-W, about right and left. R for right, L for left. There we go. Swing and bop with one having built-in copper bath. Swing and bop with one having built-in copper bath. I want it to be an anagram of and bop and the letter I, but I'm not a huge fan of that as a potential thing, because then the definition would be having built-in copper bath, which I'm not seeing anything coming out there. Bop. Bop, ba-da-da, bop, bop. You've done it to everyone, John B. It's your fault. Not spotting this, so I'm going to move on. Zhivago portrays nearly acute condition. Who played Dr. Zhivago? Ah! Oh, it's such an epically long film. It's like 3.5 hours, isn't it? Or even 4. Pasternak wrote it. Isn't that right? Or Boris Pasternak. He probably won an Oscar for it. Why can't... Why can't I think of it? First letter, please. First letter, please. And everyone, Sensei's, it's S. What is his name? I have it. Nope. No alert on that one. I do have one alert, but I can't. Is it over here? But I can't find it. See, everybody's safe this week. Oh, the bridge tournament player. Yes, Omar Sharif. It was Omar Sharif. Okay. Nearly acute condition. So sharp is acute and condition is if. There you go. So it's Sharif. Sharp with the last letter off and if. Sharp. Doll with both ends of Q-tip in the ear. Doll with both ends of Q-tip in the ear. I mean, both ends of Q-tip are Q and P. In the ear. What things are in the ear? Hammer, anvil, stirrup. S-T-I-R-R-U-P, that's 7 though. Malleus incus stapes. Cochlea. Earwax. I gotta come back to that one. I-L. Calvino edited Lolita, skipping the introduction. Calvino edited Lolita, skipping the introduction. Is this the Supreme Court person, Alito? Because to me it looks like it's an anagram of Lolita without its first letter. So anagram of those last 5 letters. Alito is there, and I just don't know his first name. Okay. Toiler. Am I along? Okay, in that case, can I have the answer to I-L? Because I just don't know who this Calvina is. Italo, there we go. I was on the right lines, I'm happy. So Italo. IR, left former prisoner in possession of one reference book. Left former prisoner in possession of one reference book. I've got this one and I'm going to show them off. I'm just going to go for it. Left is L. A former, anything is usually your X or it's former, so it's X. Prisoner is a con, but it's in possession of one, so there's the one, it's hiding. Lexicon, that's your reference book. And a shopping centre in Bracknell. Oh yes, so that's IR. And I think that has to go there because it can't go off the edge of the grid. Element 2C, thank you for the follow. Hope you are well this evenings. Right, next clue. Leave cheese sandwiches with French. This is probably going to be the French word then. Avec. That's with in French. Yes, it's my favourite. It's hidden. It's a hidden. Leave cheese literally sandwiches it in. It's hidden in leave cheese. And avec is with French. So no winners in the French gamble. Alec. Avec. JQ. Are we getting anything down here? Yeah. Shift V8 at the start into second. Shift V. I'm just trying to think. So copy. Control V, of course, is paste, but Shift V. Shift V8 at the start into second. Just I'm laughing at Le Symbol Batman. Good. Shift V is enter visual line moan in words. You everybody else read them. Do the work for me. Shift V8. I feel like it's going to be an anagram of V8 and at, but then start into second. Nah. Spiritual following democratic banquet. Spiritual following democratic banquet. So here, dem is either going to be D or dem. A spiritual is going to be, what's that going to be? A seer, a mystic, a deist. A banquet is a feast. It is a buffet. Okay, Meredith has got this one. First letter, please, Meredith. I have not tried said vegetable juice, Meredith. Mainly because it's got vegetables in, and I've never really, like smoothies, fruit and all that sort of thing, fine. But vegetables as a drink has never hit me as being the right sort of thing. Darn, the first letter is D, as expected. What is a 5-letter word for banquet or feast that does not begin with F? Spiritual? No, the banquet is the definition, because the spiritual follows the democratic. Okay, so spiritual, so religious, holy. Second letter, please. I bet. Parsley's not a vegetable. Parsley's an herb. A herb, as we say. Or as I say, oib. Because I like it. Banquet is the definition, and I is just... Okay. Spiritual, beginning with I. I'm not answering your question about my belly button. My belly button is staying down here. Can exclusively reveal I'm not wearing trousers today, though, because I'm wearing shorts. Oh. So you were asking to try and get me to say that for dinner? So dinner is a banquet, which I don't like as the definition, but I'll take it. Why is spiritual inner? I genuinely thought, Meredith, you were poking in my belly button. Spiritual peace, inner peace. Okay, fine. I'll take that. That's good. Not a huge fan of it, but I will take it. Dinner, that goes along here. And KU, oral exercise for members of the flock. Oral exercise for members of the flock. Spiritual tube. Inner life. Oral exercise for members of the flock. I could put lines on this bottom line, though, can't I? Because there's nothing funky going on here, so there's got to be that. So it's got to be there, 4, and then the 6, and then 3 at the end. So we know that it's like that. Good evening, Crossword. Good evening. I hope you are well. There was something. One of your recent tweets sparked me to say, "Oh, I need to tell you this," and I've got absolutely no idea what it is. So, hello, good evening. You remember the vlog? Use? Yes, use. So that is it is cluing use USE, but it sounds like that, so it becomes EUES. So that is that. Okay, that's the relatively straightforward first half of the crosses. Remember, horrible geese. But now, of course, the downs. They're going to muck things up, because some of these squares, so for those of you who have joined, some of these squares with slanted things, some of those, they should have a letter at the top and the bottom, but some of them are empty, and so things are going to move about slightly. Humble footwear worn by country's leader in disgrace. Flip-flop. Oh, well, let's have a look at the grid. I forget that I can look at the grid because I've got them in different windows and one overlaps the other. So it's looking rather like sandal, but with C in it. So, the humble footwear. Go for it in the chat. Type it in the chat. And I fully expect Sensei to go it in the chat. Sandal is your humble footwear. Country's leader in the middle of it. So put the letter C in it. You get a scandal. That is a disgrace. So we've got scandal. So we can put a line there, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could put a line there. I should have just counted 4. That's less than 7. Old Asian land sleeps at last an hour after midnight. Oh, so this is not in standard crossword order, of course. Now we're going down column by column. That's thrown me, because this has to be Siam. Am I sure? Yes, Siam. Sleeps at last, S, an hour after midnight, 1 a.m. So, M. So it's going to start with W, that's correct. But and this C is correct. Anything that is... So we know the C and T must be right as well, but anything else could not be there, could be wrong. Koresh, principally in Texas town. Koresh, principally in Texas town. Okay, where's the definition? Unless Koresh also means, is this an anlit? So this is Waco, Texas. Is it said Waco? But it's WACO, it's the town in Texas. I know about it because it's a slightly odd name, so I know about it from that. It does have an exclamation mark, but Koresh is the guy who did the... Oh, no. Oh, that's a horrible clue, then. Anyway, so Waco for the city. Put the K in it for principally. So we can put an A in there, and we can put a K in there. Those are all fine. Are we putting an O in there? Yes, we are, aren't we? That O, that just happens to be there. Or does it? Oh no, is this going to work in a really odd way? Oh, okay, that might... Oh, so, okay, let's do the next clue and see what happens. A tiny puss playing with big, strong dogs. I want it to be kitten. But they're not. So what have we got? We got this. Well, that V won't be involved. One. Come on. So it starts. Hang on, we know where it starts. It starts MF. So we know it starts here. Wolves? No, that T is there. A tiny puss playing with big, strong dogs. Oh, I know, I'm just highlighting the column because I don't know where it ends. A can be A. Tiny puss. A tiny. It could be wee, couldn't it? For small. The downs always go above the line. It should be said. Well, we'll come on to those, John. But not yet. Okay. Knowing dog breeds helps. First letter, please. I will know the dog. I will know it. Like a dachshund or a corgi. Darn, I was really hoping the first letter wasn't A. Because A is A. Tiny puss? P-U-S then? No, because there's a T coming up. Playing with big... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay, it has to go all the way down to the end. Next letter, please. K. A Ketas then. Oh, kit. Ah, I was entirely fixated on kitten and going, that's far too big, it doesn't work. So Akitas. So kit is your kitten. And where is with? So with becomes as, and you get big, strong dogs. Akitas. Thank you very much. True indignation about a bird. True indignation about a bird. I don't really know any other words for indignation. I don't really quite know what it means. About a. So we're going to put a something. We're going to put a in something, and we're going to get a bird. It starts with. Oh, it starts at NE. Well, that's all kinds of cheeky. Okay, so that, and that, and so we can also do for this one 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those extra lines are making it worse, of course, so that's not helping. I might stop doing that. True indignation about a bird. T can probably be T. True can be T. Indignation, ire, anger. So I think I need a bird that starts with T. Does it start T? Put it in the right cell. Tapper, my bird. Taffer, tagger, tabber, tacker. And tanager. There's your anger. Did say anger. And that's a bird and a half, isn't it? Wow. Yeah, tanager. So it's T for true, anger about A for tanager, which is a type of bird. Gonna have to look it up. One of the things that I do like to do is if it's an animal that sounds like it might be cute, to go and take a look at it. So let's have a quick Google of a tanager. And they're all right. Let's just put them on screen. There we go. I mean that one with the yellow and blue plumage is wonderful. It turns out there's a huge variety of colours. Okay, I take it back. That blue one is beautiful. That red one is good. Beautiful birds. Love them. Okay, back to the crossword. Those were beautiful. Lovely birds. So sneaky, going behind dilapidated hut. So sneaky, going behind dilapidated hut. OA starts here. The lesser spotted danager, who, when he runs amok, causes lots of damages. Oh yes. So it's 6 letters. So sneaky. Going behind dilapidated. So it's like run down. It's going to be a hut, I think. Everybody mention your favourite part of India. Yes, indeed. So it's going to start with T. May have a U. No, it will have a U in it. Something, 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 something. So that's what we have. I've actually had to write it out because it's a bit confusing, this grid, isn't it? So sneaky. There's one too many letters there anyway. Going behind, dilapidated. Torn, dirty, run down. But dilapidated could mean just take the middles out, so it could be... Can I have the next letter after the T, please? So sneaky. Going behind dilapidated hut. So it's an H. Don't like that because a dilapidated hut could be TH, because it's also reversed. Or no, it could be an anagram of hut. There we go. Dilapidated is just going to be an anagram indicator. So sneaky is thusly. Oh, so sneaky is sly, and you get thusly. Okay, there we go. Thank you very much. So that H is going to go up there. THUSL and Y. Okay. Parrot, beginning to mimic a raven's cry. Oh, that's nice. Good clue. I like the surface to this one. Oh, absolutely. I'm happy in Confused Land. Regular viewers will know how confused I get at a lot of things. So Confused Land is my happy place. But PA, I do like this one. Hologo's got it. We've also got, this will give us the first letter of this across one. So Hollow and Catus have got it. Just going to give it a few extra seconds. Meredith's got it. Okay. Go for it. So it's a macaw. Parrot. Beginning to mimic, which is a type of... Macaw is a type of parrot. Beginning to mimic is M. A is A. Raven's cry is caw. Macaw. So we've got M there, A there for certain. C, that it does go there for certain. And the W. Oh, I think I might remove all these grid lines, because I think it's just going to get confusing otherwise. So I'll keep them for the outside, but for everywhere else, going to remove them, just because it's too confusing. Unless I also need them later, but if I need them later, I'll do them later. Clouds printed across denim bib even. Clouds printed across denim bib, and it's very important that I say bib instead of rib, because it's my favourite. It's it's literally hidden in denim bib. Nimbi, which will be rain clouds. So nimbi, so that has to go there, there, and there. That's actually forced, that row. QF, fiery immortal from California, involved in UNLV upset. Okay, so this will probably be an anagram of a CA for California in UNLV. It's almost Vecna, isn't it? So I am watching the latest series of Stranger Things. Got the still got one episode to go in the current bit. Still left to go before they do the last two in a couple of weeks' time. It's an hour and 40 minutes long. I haven't got the time. Vulcan, that's your right. There you go. Anagram of CA in UNLV. It is Vulcan, and that's going to start QF. UL CAN. It's longer than it has any right to be when all... Anyway. You say that, Sean. I like your optimism. RA. Assemble on a fifth of vodka found in tampered with cocoa tin. Assembly on a fifth of vodka found in tampered with cocoa tin. Okay. So I think it's going to be on, the letter on, the word on, and then a fifth of vodka is either going to be the letter V, O, D, K, or A. That's literally 1/5 of vodka. So let's say it's the V, and then it's going to be an anagram in an anagram of cocoa tin, and it's going to mean an assembly. And what letters do we have? We actually have no letters aside from an N at the end. So let's write that down. Cocoa tin. Fifth of vodka, I'm putting V. And then on is on. Almost looks like on vacation, assembly. It's probably going to end Ation, A-T-I-O-N. A convocation or something like that. V-O-C-A-T-I-O-N. Convocation, it is that. C-O-N-V-O-C-A-T-I-O-N. A convocation. And that is an assembly. What Kata said. S.A. Prime food colouring put back into livestock feed. Prime food colouring put back into livestock feed. I mean, a prime could be 2 or 3. Could could be the best. Where is it starting? S-A. We have an A as the fifth-ish letter. Is it a hidden? I don't think it's a hidden. Food colouring will probably be dye. If we put that back, I mean, food colouring could also be an E number. So, oh, but not in America, of course. Prime. 1. No, 1 is not a prime. 2. Livestock feed. Pig swill. No, going to come back to that one. A miner taken in by Los Angeles. Bloodsucker? Surely that's bloodsucker and I've missed off the B. Let me check. I think I've missed something out. I have. How have I missed out this B there? Anyway, that is a bloodsucker. Not with a capital. A miner taken in by Los Angeles. Bloodsucker. So A minor, is that going to just be AM or AMN or something? Los Angeles. It's not a llama, is it? A llama doesn't suck blood, right? LA, and I've got A minor, but there's an extra L in there, and I don't know where that extra L has come from. So I mean, I want to see what a blood-sucking llama looks like. It'd be absolutely terrifying. With the fangs. Llama off. Llama ferrat. So what bloodsuckers are there? Okay, yes, there's the vampires, but it's going to be like a gnat or a tick or some form of fly, or I think of it as tsetse fly, mosquito, Dracula. That's the. There we go. What's the first letter, please? And please, Hollow. And you got it. Thanks. It says Hollow, which tar. I'm enjoying these 2-letter codes. It's going to be an L, isn't it? L, but Hollow's just very excited to touch it twice. Taken in by LA. Well, it's got to be that then. Oh, I just don't think I know what the minor is then. What's the minor? Kid? Boy? Gur? For girl? Lass? Lad? It is an unusual bloodsucker, but a bloodsucker nonetheless. Next letter, please, after the L. I mean, minor, flat? Oh, okay. From Magic the Gathering. A. Oh, is it just... Is it... Have I... Was I parsing it correct? Is it... Am I putting something in LA for Los Angeles? That's my next question. Okay. Ash. Is there a lasher? There's a lasker or a laxer. There's something like that, but that's a type of curry. Lasher? Lapsa? Lamb. Okay, so let's put an M there. Lambda. Those are Greek letters. Lamia? Lamia? Lambda? Lamia? Lamga? Lamha? Oh, hang on. How would I tell a major from a minor? I don't know, Gatus. How would I tell a major from a minor? Got a feeling I know where this is going. Lasser? So it's... No. Lampa? Lara? Lamza? I'm not sure I do know this word, you know. I mean, Lamia. I'm assuming MI can be for minor then. Let's Lamia says it's a corpse that rises at night to drink the blood of the living. Okay. I haven't heard of that word, to my shame. Okay. TG, Dole, Republican, beat pattern. Dole, Republican, beat pattern. I'm assuming particularly children's blood because those are the youngest, and so those got the most life and vivacity in them and the most life ahead of them. That makes sense. I'm happy with that logic. This starts in TG. We don't have a first letter. Blank, 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 blank. R, ends in R. So pattern. If you dole you a lot, you meet. There you go. Meter. You meet something out if you dole it out. So it's meter, which is a pattern. If something's rhythm is its meter. With regard to consuming a French wine, gorge. With regard to consuming a French wine, gorge. So I think re is your with regard to. There's actually an example in Magic the Gathering. Oh dear. En French, gorge. With regard to, i.e., consuming a, en French. Oh no. French wine, red, gorge. That's not gone well. With regard to, maybe that is the definition. No, consuming a French wine. Good evening, Lindy Hopper. So I think it's got to be that. With regard to, so a gorge, ravine. Ravine fits that pattern. A, and then the French wine is vin. There we go. So that's going to start in UF, and we're going to put that down. Ravine. R-A-V-I-N-E. Which pop star is always singing at the Grand Canyon? Avril Lavigne. Thank you very much. Here all evening, or at least for another hour. Bread is scattered for gull, perhaps. Bread is scattered for gull, perhaps. Bring on the booze, because I know you're really saying boo earns. Bread is scattered for gull, perhaps. So we've got some letters for this. We've got blank E, blank B, blank R, potentially, if there isn't weird shenanigans going on. Oh, it's going to be an anagram of bread is. Oh, I need another letter there as well. Go for it if you got it. Go for VA if you got it in the chat. It is an anagram of bread is. And a gull is a seabird. A seabird. There we go. Russian cities OK's AM broadcast about victory. Well, let's just get that out of the way. Moskva. So that is WA, starts there, MOSK. VA, but not confirmed that is where they actually go. I like what you did there, Meredith. WG, underground figure in Grand Gold Rush Town. This goes in WG. Oh, it is. That does confirm that Moskva is in the right place. Underground figure in Grand Gold Rush Town. Grand is probably going to be G, or possibly K, or possibly M. There's an irritatingly large number of abbreviations for it. Underground figure, I want it to be a golem or a troll. But is this possibly going to reference a gold rush town that I don't know? Klondike is the only one that I could think of immediately. Underground figure, I want to be a caver, a troll. I want it to be a troll, but first letter, please. Where does this start? It starts here. Oh, it's an Alaskan town. Oh, Alaska. Do know. So what is I'm assuming the first letter is G, and not that you're typing G. The G is non-functional. Is that a good thing? So it starts with G. I mean, Gollum is all I can think of for an underground figure, but Nome in Alaska. That is one of the only other cities in Alaska that I know. Nome, Nome. Didn't realise there was gold there, or there may have been. It's all gone now, probably. Some runners in sprints kiss. Some runners in sprints kiss. It's a hidden. It's skis, and I could just put that here because this is a normal clue. And finally, rises in discussion and agrees. Ascends. Assents. It's assents because it sounds like discussion. It sounds like rises, but it's actually it actually means agrees. Okay, now we go back to the acrosses and we can put it. We can definitely surely we could do that. A heap of mulch spread about yard. Oh, but there's an L in there. Oh no, that's fine. Muckylur. Muchly. Why is it muchly? A heap of. So it's a heap of. That's the definition. So it's an anagram of mulch, and then the spread around is your anagram indicator. It doesn't have to be around the word yard, the letter Y for yard. But it is muchly. If you've done that lots, you've got a heap of it. Muchly. It's fine. Anyway, so BL, let's go. On either side of lodge, with a brownish colour. So we've got C, and then it's the bottom letters, so it's these ones. Charcoal. Is that... No, charcoal can't be a brownish colour. We've had very, very few missing things, which is concerning me. But we'll get there soon. With a brownish colour. Beige, tan. There is tan. There's space for tan there. Let's go. Come on. Maybe it is come on. Either side of lodge. Is it come on around... No. What is... Let's go. Come on. On either side of lodge. So I need a 2-letter lodge. L-E. Chameleon. Chameleon. Oh, a 3-letter lodge. That'll be an in. Cinnamon. Now what? Oh, so it's come on with in the middle of it for cinnamon. Nice. Good clue. CT. So yeah, we have got a missing one there by the looks of it. Crazy Rod is back as a starter. Is that Dorsai? Dorsai feels like a word, you know. Dorsai, is that a word? Dorsai, a broad, flat muscle on either side of the back. So why is that a starter? Towards or from the back? Yeah. Crazy Rod is back. So there's your definition. Back as a starter. Oh no, it's just Crazy Rod is. And then back as a starter. I don't quite get the as a starter, but it's definitely referring to the back, so that's fine. GN, swing and bop, with one having built-in copper bath. GN. Starts here. We have an irritatingly small number of letters there. Swing and bop. With 1 having built-in copper. Built-in copper. So we're going to put CU in, and based on where that U is in the grid. So it's A, so it's CU. Da-da-da. A. Swing and bop. Gala. Aquaria. So if swing and bop is wrong starting point. Ah, okay. So there's no A at the end. So if it could still be Gala. CU. But with 1 having built-in copper. So there's letter I in there as well. Put the I there and there. A gikoala. It's like an iguana. But first letter, please. Swing and bop. A bash, maybe. J. Ooh. A dance, a fair, a fate. So we've got the J, and that's in N. So the 4th letter is U. So it's jocular. Jogular. No. That's what we've got. Jocular does fit though. Jocular. With 1 having built in copper bath. I want bath to be the definition. My definition is bath. Swing and bop. Jest. Oh, jacuzzi. Jacuzzi. Oh my goodness, yeah, there's a lot of pangramic help in that one. Now, why is it that? So it's jazz with CU in and then the I at the end. Okay, so I was sort of along the right lines, but struggling. But that's good. HS, doll with both ends of Q-tip in the ear. Starts HS. So starts here. So it's there. So it's blank E, blank, blank, blank E. Doll. With both ends of Q-tip in the ear. A light hint. The ends of Q-tip are Q and P. Which I don't like. In the ear. Otic. Oh, but both ends of a Q-tip are buds, aren't they? Or something like that. They're cotton wool. I mean, that's literally what a Q-tip is. And... I've been to a circus recently. Candy floss. I don't know. Doll. Mannequin. Buds. In the ear. What does in the ear mean? It means in the ear. Otic. Oral. Oh, out loud. Okay, out loud. QP. PQ. Cupid. So it just sounds. It just sounds like QP. QP? QP? Yeah, I don't know the word. Yeah. So if it sounds like QP, then I don't know what it is. QP dolls. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Just haven't heard of it, which is fine. I haven't heard of everything. I don't know everything, much like I would try and hide that fact. But I don't know everything. JQ. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah, darn it. Okay. So movement could be there, but probably won't be. Where is it? Oh, I've lost it. There we go. That shift. Well, movement could be shift. V8 at the start. So V8 at the start. It's a moment. It is movement. Bloody neck. Was not actually expecting it to be movement. I'll take that. Whoops. Move. And so it's VE in moment. Is that everything? Have we now got everything? There must be some downs that we don't have. We don't have SA down, which starts with H. Prime food colouring put back into livestock feed. H blank, that blank, A blank. Food colouring could be dye. I bet it isn't though. It could just be prime food, of course. Colouring could be dye. So livestock feed is going to be hay. And then dye backwards in hay. There we go. It's heyday. And that is your prime. So food colouring, it is food colouring is your dye. But put dye backwards in the livestock feed. Hay is that. You think I've done something wrong? Well, we shall see. We shall see. Okay. Is that everything? XE. Oh, that's a sense. Okay, so that we have these. Let's find the squares that there's nothing in. Because things haven't quite reached. So it's here, 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 here. Whoops. Where else have we got? One here, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. Is that it? Have I missed any? Nothing here. Why have I got nothing here? Oh, I got confused. Yes, yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. Just having a scan. Everything, but I think that's good. Missed that one. Okay. So that's that. So what does the blurb say? Let's copy the blurb over to here, just that you can see it here as well. Let's make you same size as everything else. Some divided squares only receive one letter from a clue answer. The missing letters which must be deduced complete the family. And when column to column, left to right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I just not set, have I set the grid physically up correct? QJ. This one. Okay. Well, I'm getting worried. I'm getting very worried by what Catus is saying. So please assuage my fears a little. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's true. That N should have been there, so that's true. Just for movement, I just didn't type the N in. But so bear in mind. So this is what the grid looked like to start off with, just in case that is of importance. To be determined. How are we going to determine these things? Yes, Sensei. Have I done a bad thing? Yes, I started doing that, and then I stopped. So I was going to, for these, I was going to justify them all to the right, and so on and so forth, just so that it looked a little bit better. Okay. It was on my list of things to do before I started this puzzle, actually, and then I forgot. So that is left. Also left. Da, 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 da. Just do that. Damn it. Lazy, yes. Ran out of time. Ran out of time. So these are all to the right. So I'm hoping that that is making something clear to you. Don't quite see it yet, but then I am a bit focused on this, so I'll be with you soon. Thank you, Sensei. I genuinely did mean to do this. It had occurred to me, but I just never got there. No! If I click on a line, it's bad, bad, bad. Could delete the lines, of course. It's sort of not needed now. Ah, what if they are needed? But this is, I mean, this is exciting, isn't it? This is what you're here for. Any thoughts? So no, well, I don't know whether to ask for hints on the next bit yet or not. No, I shouldn't. I've not even looked myself, really. Last bit, I think. No, one more. Okay. So wacko could become wick. Whether that, yeah, let's not look at. So this, what was? So movement. Is there anything that I can? Is there anything that I could put there instead? M-O something E. Move. Molement. Cinnamon can ham. I love me a good can ham. Okay, I mean, there's sort of dim. We're sort of getting three-letter words in a lot of these. Sort of VCWYHO. Those aren't, but the missing letters, which must be deduced, complete the family. I was about to say, well, they're in symmetrical places, but actually we would have expected that from the way the puzzle was built. Why would doing that have helped me here? I can't see father or cousin it or anything like that. AIHN M blank NE P blank. INMNPC. Complete the family, and when read column by column, left to right, top to bottom, also identify it. Ooh, can I have a hint, please, Sensei? Just something to look at. This is surrounded by sort of roll. This one is surrounded by ran V. This one is surrounded by OIBE. I know that none of them are sort of touching each other in any way. They're all quite separate. We've got CA and NY. TMPMNT RKD CVC. So there's pairs there. C, there's a C and a C. There's a V and a V. Oh, there's no K and a K. Now, are they always at the bottom? No, they're not. Bottom, 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 bottom. Top, top. 2 are tops, but 10 are bottoms. Say what you see. MPT, NMT, RK, DRK, CV, CCV. Say what you see. Ooh. I'm hoping I'm not the only one struggling on this. That there are lots of you at home going, huh? What? Go for it, Catus. No, good. I'm glad it's not just me, Hollow. There are 12. Okay, there are 12. What? Oh, how many slash squares in total? Okay. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 by 5, so 30, and 5 by 4, 50. Oh no, are they? Oh no. There must be American states then if there's 50. Oh, wow. So that must be Indiana, Oklahoma, Washington, Hawaii. Oh my giddy aunt. Okay, so we need to find the 10 that are not in the 50 and put them there. And whilst there may be some ambiguous stuff, because I'm assuming this and this technically could be swapped, when you read it, the message will plop out. So I'm going to go with, here we go, Tennessee, I'm going to say is TE. Rhode Island is going to be RH. The thing is, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to copy and paste in a list of states. Tennessee is TN. Go for it now. I think in the chat, go for it. If you spot a state that you think goes in, tell me. Tennessee is TN. Thank you. You recommend comedian Gary Gulman's bit about the state abbreviations, right? So I'm 0 for 2. Excellent. No biscuit for me. So we've got VT for Vermont. PA, Pennsylvania. DE for Delaware. Why can't I see it? There it is. Oh, okay. It's got to be United States. STATES. So you got South Carolina, Delaware, MT, Montana, maybe. PA for somewhere in, I want to say Pennsylvania, but it can't be, can it? Maine, North Dakota, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Tennessee, and Utah. Pennsylvania. Okay. And this it was from the 4th of July. I didn't know it was from the 4th, but I knew it was from July 1999. So the family reunion. It's all the states that are getting together. Wow. I feel like there's not enough of a... Other than saying that there's... Oh, no, that they are in the shape of the 50 flags, 50 stars on the US flag. I will give you that, but I'm still not quite convinced there's enough of a nudge that it doesn't... I would want enough of a nudge. And I think we could just read them up. I think it would have been fine. Because it said in this that the downs had to be entered on top and the crosses on the bottom. If it had told us the other way around, they would have read just down. It would have been fine. But anyway, that was a surprising and quite explosive ending when you spotted what was going on. And that is, what was it called? Family Reunion.